I decided to make a connection with a student based on competence. I fostered a relationship of trust by demonstrating my skills and knowledge of the subject matter he was working on, as well as my will and motivation to help support him through his academic journey. I worked one-on-one with the student to make learning less confusing and more engaging. By displaying my competence while working individually with the student, I was able to better understand his situation and make a point of connection.
For our focus student differences, I noticed that I use the rapport interaction tally tracking worksheet to track my relationship with my student, unlike Mackenzie. I also realized that my student had more emotional and behavioral challenges instead of academic ones.
Another difference I noticed was that I was able to build a stronger connection with my student over the course of this assignment than Mackenzie had built with her student.
When compared to Carol's interactions with her student, I noticed I used the My Points of Connection chart in order to find ways to connect with my student. I also realized that instead of behavioral challenges, my student mainly faced academic ones. After reflection, I feel that I still have more room to grow my relationship with my student by building upon more points of connection.
Some similarities we noticed between our interactions with our focus students were that we both needed time to understand our students. We also noticed that one-on-one attention worked best for interacting with them. We weren't fully aware of our students' situations, but we took the time to get to know them and how best to support them.
In this self-reflection process, I realized that not every student will react to discipline strategies in the same way. During my lifetime, I've only been exposed to discipline from my cultural background, and I was unaware that different cultures react to different discipline styles in different ways.
I realized not every one of my students values education as much as I do. I realized that although my cultural background was heavily centered on the value of education, different cultures will have different values their lives are centered on. I had not fully noticed this before due to my implicit bias on the value of education. Both Carol and I had similar values when it came to education and respect. After our reflection, we realized our values may differ from students' cultural values. We recognize different cultures show respect in different ways, and in some cases, respect is not automatically given, it must be earned. This is a realization that our cultural backgrounds had previously blinded us to.